The learning objective of this chapter is to improve knowledge of the correct maritime English terms used in the following potential hazards on board a ship: fire, man overboard, medical emergency, abandoned ship, search and rescue. Fire is a major threat on board the ship. In this section we will learn about protection against fire, detection and alarm system, firefighting equipment. The ship's structure is designed to provide maximum protection against fire. Protection on the ship is provided by dividing the ship into various fire zones, installing insulating material into the bulkheads, fitting effective fire doors throughout, limiting the amount of combustible material used in construction. All ships are equipped with fire detection systems to provide an early warning of fire on board. These sensors are fitted in strategic locations to detect signs of fire at the earliest opportunity. The main locations of the sensors are in all cabins and the accommodation area, machinery spaces and other sensitive areas, cargo spaces as necessary. The fire detection and alarm system will have a master control panel with lights to indicate the area in which the sensor is activated. The master control panel is usually located at a fire station, with repeaters provided on the bridge, the engine control room, and/or other required locations. The most common types of fire-detecting sensors are smoke detectors, heat detectors, and flame detectors. These sensors monitor the atmosphere and general area where they are fitted. If there is unusual activity of temperature, smoke, or flame above set parameters, the sensor will activate the emergency alarm on board. Sometimes these sensors are directly connected to the sprinkler system to activate a spray of water within the whole detection zone. A ship is well equipped with various firefighting appliances designed to tackle all potential fire hazards. These are positioned to enable personnel to fight any potential fire effectively. Depending upon the risks involved and the type of cargo carried, the type and the number of firefighting appliances varies from ship to ship. A broad classification of the equipment would be fire blanket, fireman's outfit and self-contained breathing apparatus, portable firefighting systems, fixed firefighting systems. A blanket which is made of fire-resistant material and fitted most commonly in the ship's galley, primarily used to smother small fires in pots and on stoves. Switch off any heat source. Place the blanket gently on the fire, keeping hands away from the flames, and covering it completely to starve the fire of oxygen. Firefighting teams are provided with personal protective clothing and self-contained breathing apparatus to assist in fighting the fire. The clothing includes heat-resistant suits, fire-resistant boots, helmet with face shield, communication equipment, lamp, and a small axe. Self-contained breathing apparatus sets are compressed air cylinders attached to shoulder straps with an airtight face mask and low-pressure alarm. Extinguishers are the primary means of attacking fires. Various types of portable extinguishers are located in the fire-prone areas and passageways on board ships. The main types of portable fire extinguishers supplied for ships are water, foam, dry chemical powder, CO2, and portable foam applicators. Click on each icon to learn more. Water-type fire extinguisher. Water extinguishers are marked red. They are suitable for fires involving rags, paper, etc., but must not be used on oil or electrical fires. They extinguish the fire by cooling the combustible material. Foam-type fire extinguisher. Foam extinguishers are marked yellow. They are most suitable for fighting fires involving combustible liquids, such as oil, and can also be used on burning wood, plastic, coal, etc. The released foam forms a blanket above the source of the fire and extinguishes it by cutting the oxygen supply to the source. The foam should not be aimed directly at the burning liquid surface, as this could cause the fire to spread over a bigger area. Instead, aim the jet at a bulkhead or wall adjacent to the seat of fire. Dry powder type fire extinguisher. Dry chemical powder extinguishers are marked blue. They are suitable for fires involving solids like wood, coal, plastic, etc., and are safe when dealing with live electrical equipment. This type of extinguisher gives out a jet spray of chemical powder to knock out small flames and smother larger fires. The powder should be applied with a sweeping motion of the jet at the base of the flames. Never touch the metallic nozzle with bare hands while using a DCP extinguisher, as it can freeze the skin. CO2 type fire extinguisher. CO2 extinguishers are marked black. They can be used on all types of fire, but are best suited for small galley fires and electrical equipment box fires. They contain carbon dioxide gas that smothers the flames by displacing oxygen from the fire area. Aim the gas jet at the base of the flames and move slowly across the fire area. Be careful when using them in a confined area. Portable foam applicators. Portable foam applicators are used in conjunction with foam barrels and drums to provide foam to the desired location on board ship. It consists of a nozzle with hydrant coupling at one end and a small inlet pipe in the middle of the nozzle and the hydrant coupling. The hydrant coupling is attached to the ship's fire line, and the driving force of the liquid provides suction to the small inlet pipe, which draws out the foam concentrate solution from the drum. A large foam jet comes out of the nozzle and is delivered to the required area. The fixed fire extinguishing system is used for fighting larger fires. The engine room, pump room, cargo spaces, and a few other critical areas are protected by these fixed systems. The main types of fixed fire extinguishing systems are fire mains, fixed foam system, and fixed gas system. Click on each icon to learn more. Fire mains. Water is the easiest and cheapest medium available for extinguishing a fire on a ship. To allow the water jet and spray to reach every part of the ship, fire pumps are fitted. These pumps provide seawater to the fire line, which is connected to fire hydrants at various locations. A firebox containing a fire hose, nozzle and couplings is situated near each hydrant. Fixed foam system and foam monitors. This installation provides a large amount of foam or powder to the designated area in an emergency. Fixed foam system is fitted extensively in pump rooms and machinery spaces and deck on tankers. A foam system consists of the foam tank and piping in the foam room, fire mains as the drive, nozzles in the engine room, foam turrets on deck. Fixed gas installation. Large quantities of CO2 or halon are kept in storage on the vessel. In the event of a fire, a large quantity of the gas is released to flood the engine room or other protected areas. Any area to be flooded with the gas must first be evacuated and sealed. The area under protection from this system must have distinctive audio and visual alarms to warn personnel that the space will imminently be flooded with the extinguishing agent. Despite incorporating the best design and precautions, accidents involving fire still occur. As soon as a fire is detected on board, the person should raise the alarm or inform the bridge, try to rescue any person in danger, take steps to restrict or fight the fire until help arrives. Any action that is likely to cause further danger should be avoided at all costs. Immediate action is necessary if someone falls overboard. In this section, we will learn about immediate action, maneuvering action, muster and recovery of person. Upon discovering or suspecting someone of falling overboard, the immediate action should be raise the alarm by shouting, "Man overboard!" Immediately throw the nearest lifebuoy overboard. Inform the bridge immediately that there is a man overboard. The duty officer on the bridge should take the following immediate action. Throw a man overboard buoy. Sound the general emergency alarm. Note the ship's position. Notify personnel to look out for a person in the water. Send out a distress alert to all ships in the vicinity. Alert the nearest rescue center. Maneuver the ship to locate the person in the water. Once the crew is mustered and assigned duties of lookout, rescue and first aid, the rescue boat is launched to facilitate the recovery. Once the person is rescued, he should be treated with all the available medical care, and, if required, further advice sought from the rescue center. The condition of the survivor should be continuously monitored until he is out of danger. All personnel on board should be able to administer basic first aid. The objective of this section is to provide an overview of the procedures for action on discovering a casualty, first aid, life-saving actions, medical care on board, assistance from shore. As soon as you discover a casualty or an injured person, carefully assess the casualty. Be careful in enclosed spaces or in the vicinity of electrical equipment. Always be sure that it is safe before you attempt to help a victim. Do not rush in and become the next casualty. The early application of first aid can be an effective tool in saving a casualty from further injury and in providing relief against shock and pain. The principle of first aid in the isolated environment of a ship is to give treatment to the ill or injured person until proper medical assistance can be provided. The ABC of first aid is airway. Clear the airway by clearing the mouth of any obstruction. Breathing. Check if the person is breathing properly. Circulation. Check the person's heartbeat and pulse. Every seafarer should know 3 basic life-saving actions to be administered immediately while waiting for a trained person to arrive. These life-saving actions are stopping external bleeding, artificial respiration, and placing an unconscious casualty in recovery position. All officers on a ship are taught basic life-saving actions. Most ships have a dedicated sick bay room and a dispensary for the care of any sick personnel. Several first aid kits are kept at strategic locations around the ship. These would normally be located on the bridge, in the engine room and galley, as well as workshops and the lifeboats. All ships carry the publication, The Ship's Captain's Medical Guide, giving essential guidance for the treatment of a wide range of common medical conditions. Ships also have access to radio medical advice. With faster communication available to the crew, treatment of injured or ill seafarers or passengers can be done with real-time assistance from specialist advisors based on land. By describing the symptoms in detail, the ship's medical officer can get advice by radio or by email, and thus ensure that safe and timely treatment is given. In this section, we will learn about the decision to abandon ship, action in case of abandoning ship, survival crafts, equipment to be taken, survival after abandoning. If the ship is flooding or is on fire and sinking, and the crew cannot control the situation safely, the vessel may need to be abandoned. The decision to abandon ship is taken by the master. Upon deciding that the emergency is sufficiently severe and that no further action by the crew will improve the situation, the master announces, "Abandon ship," on the PA system. Before abandoning ship, all persons on board should put on warm clothing, put on a life jacket and proceed to their muster station, assist children and those in need of help. Ships are equipped with 2 types of survival craft: lifeboats, life rafts. Every craft is pre-equipped with rations and various equipment designed to aid survival at sea. The master will decide the number and location of the survival crafts to be launched, depending on the number of personnel and the nature of the emergency. The ship's muster list details the duties and responsibilities of each crew member in the event of the need to abandon ship. Personnel are also assigned to carry extra food and rations, distress pyrotechnics, walkie-talkies, an emergency position indicating radio beacon, search and rescue transponders. Further equipment and rations should only be collected if time and safety permit. After abandoning the ship, all the survival crafts should keep close together. All personnel in the survival craft should remain calm. If necessary, keep warm by huddling together. Do not drink seawater. Arrange lookout watches. Use flares only when there is a vessel in the vicinity. Fix the SART in a high position to increase chances of being spotted. All persons and vessels must assist others in distress at sea, whenever they can safely do so. In this chapter, we will learn about communication procedures, search and rescue operations, completion of search. To coordinate a prompt and efficient rescue effort, proper procedures have to be followed. These procedures include communication between ship to shore, information about the incident, shore to shore, coordination between search and rescue authorities, shore to ship, instructions to the vessel in distress and the assisting ships, ship to ship, information exchange between ships in the vicinity and the vessel in distress. The International Aeronautical and Maritime Search and Rescue Manual provides detailed guidelines for all authorities and ships that are likely to be involved in a search and rescue mission at sea. Here are various terms used during search and rescue operations. MRCC, Search Action Plan, Search Pattern, OSC. Maritime Rescue Coordination Centres are land-based authorities established to efficiently organise and coordinate the conduct of search and rescue operations within a region. MRCCs acknowledge the distress alert in their specified areas and communicate with the ship in distress to assess the situation. An MRCC has the authority to summon all available resources to assist in the rescue effort. A search mission coordinator makes a search action plan based on the number of units assisting in the search and rescue, the last known position of the ship in distress and the time elapsed, weather conditions, the nature of the search, datum. The search is conducted in accordance with established patterns. The various search patterns used are an expanding square search, a sector search, a trackline search, and a parallel sweep search. The SMC, or MRCC, appoints a rescue ship as on-scene coordinator to coordinate the search and rescue efforts at or near the distress position. The OSC is usually the ship best equipped for rescue efforts or the first ship to arrive on the scene. These detailed procedures ensure that every effort is made to locate and rescue the persons in distress by all available means.